So this is a quick tour on how to use CheckInGuide. So this is your user dashboard. Here you can access your quick guides, see some quick analytics, see the recent activity, and see some of your recent guides. On the top, you've got guides, which is your main headquarters. Here is where all your property guides are going to be stored. You can change the view here. So you've got a list view or grid view, depending on what you prefer. So I'm going to go to grid view and I'm going to show you one of the guides I've already pre-built. So this is one that I've already made as an example. On your left are your sections, and these are the most important things that you have to manage and control. You can easily turn off and on a section by switching the toggle here, and by doing so it will turn it off on the actual guide itself. On the top you've got so many buttons here which all have a use case. So here, if you click on this, you can generate a message and send it to a guest. You can copy the link here and send that to the guest. You can preview your guide on a mobile. On the top, you can switch to desktop view and see how the guide will look and perform. If we go back to mobile, you can see a better view on mobile as well. If we go back, you've got more options like save it as a template. You can then send it to the draft and unpublish it by going like so. I'm going to turn this on just so I can show you the rest of the guide. Now, to actually edit a guide and edit content, it's very simple. I'm going to add a new section, and let's say for this, we're going to add details on how to check into a property. So if I just click on the add section here, and I can select through a quick template here, or I can just create my own and give it a title, and let's call it tree, right? If I do that, I click add selection, it's now added that as a section, and I can go in here and edit content. So what I'm going to do is just with the one that I created, I'm going to click and drag it to the top because I want to show you how it's going to look. So now that's at the top. Because it's a quick template, it already comes pre-filled with content. But what I'm going to do is, let's say I want to add check-in is from 2 p.m. check out is 10 a.m. right? I can add image blocks, I can add link blocks, phone calls, videos, and embeds. So for example, if you wanted to upload an image, you would click add block and click the image block, then you can drag and drop or click. Now I've already got a few images in my library, so I'm going to add, let's say I want to add this photo here. Click save and you scroll down. Now if I go ahead and preview this, as you can see, it's been added. So this is a section that I just made, and as you can see, it's as simple as that. Now if you wish to delete it, you can also do that by just going here and clicking delete, like so. Very simple, very easy. You can also turn off a section that you don't wish to use. Let's say you don't want to have parking or a pet policy, you can turn these off like so. Host picks is a brilliant feature. This is where we or the AI or the software will grab places and add it to your host picks, which is like your host guide, like your host recommendations. So for example, if we go and look at a guide, you can see you've got different categories here like cafes, bars, attractions, shops, nightlife. Now these have all been added in by myself, but the actual places are just generated by the software. So let's go do one together. If we go to host picks, let's go to cafes. Actually, let's go to restaurants here. And I wish to add a new one. I'm going to click add, and I wish to add a place called Bang Bang. If I click search, it automatically loads the exact one I want, which is from Google Maps. So all this is real, genuine data. You can add as much information as you want. Click add. And now this has been added. You can also rearrange it and move it to the top. And now if I go and preview my guide, you can see that under bars, there you go, it's been added. And it's even added the little tag. Now this is a genuine live play, so if guests click on it, it'll open up into Google Maps. They can call the restaurant, they can visit the restaurant's website, and all this is generated by Google Maps API, integrated into your guide. And yes, this is mobile friendly as well. So on mobile, the guests will see this at the bottom, which makes your life and their life so much better. Now, if we just head back to the guide itself, you can also change your branding here. So for example, let's say you don't want a pink theme and you want to go for maybe a dark theme, a Black Panther theme. You can do that, and you click save. And now if we preview our guide, we now have a darker theme to match your branding or however you wish to display it. You can also, which is even better, I'm going to change to a blue theme, but you can also change your colors even more and save them. So if you want to pick your own custom colors and your own custom themes and your own corner radius, if you want it more circular, more square, you can do it here. And once you click save, it'll update, and you can also preview it there. So the customizations on the guide itself is massive, and there's so many options. We do have a security feature here, and this is where if you wish to add a password to your page, you can do that like so. And if we just go and view the guide now, you'll see that now it's password protected, with the password being 18. And that's our way in. And it's as simple as that. And how the guest would be able to enter. I'm going to turn this off just for this example. On the settings tab, you can access your guidebook name, your property address, change your cover image, you can move it about depending on how you wish to display, change your check-in and check-out time. You can turn off the feature for the PDF download if you don't wish to display it. And you've got your QR code, which you can download and print as you wish. You can also see how your link will look to Airbnb guests, or if you send the link to people on WhatsApp, iMessage, you can see how it's going to look there. If you wish to have all the cards auto expanded, you can do that here. You can also change the layout of how you wish to display it. So if you want it to look like an iPhone grid and be in tiles, you can do that like so. So if I go and view my guidebook now, you'll see it's now in tiles. And that is another way of how you can display it. On desktop, it's the same sort of style, and your widgets are now on the right hand side. So very simple and very easy to use. Analytics are on the top, which you can see once you have people clicking and viewing the data. Now, I am on a demo account, so I don't have any data, but once you start to get users going onto your guidebook, it'll all be displayed here. The Issues tab is a great feature, so guests can actually go onto your guide and they can actually report any issues or problems. So, for example, let's go to this guide here and let's go to report. They can report an electrical problem, heating, cleaning damage. They can upload photographs, and all that will be stored here in the issues reports. On the top right, you've got refer and earn. So if you wish to refer people to the software, you can do it, and you can earn money from it as well. On the top right, you've got your profile. You've got your settings, billings, media library, which you can access all the content you've uploaded, and you can delete them if you wish to. And you've got your settings, and that is pretty much it. It's very easy to use, very simple. We will be uploading more videos and guides in the near future, so if you've got any more questions, feel free to reach